after hurting them. A lot of you chosen ones and empaths miss what's really going on. He talked badly about you all the time and never talked to you, treating you like trash. As you watch the narcissist leave with new things, you might miss the good times and love bombing. But not all of you have fully understood the lesson, even though you've watched these videos. Do you still need to understand? Here's what you need to know though: the psychopath wants you deep down. They are aware that you can't go any further. They know they've done something very wrong. Even though they won't say it, they really want to be with you. Let's be honest. Being turned down hurts a lot more than it feels good. For example, they often say that it makes them nervous. They would rather leave you hanging while you wait for them to come back than face you head-on with how they really feel. They put on masks and hide how they really feel, which we know. When they are seen with a new partner and look happy and at ease, you should remember this. They have worked on their act for years, if not decades. Tell me about the things that make you think things are better now. You are very important to their growth and play a major part in their story. They were inspired by you, and you gave them good advice that will help them. If they post a picture of their happy faces, don't think that their new supplier isn't a step down in quality. What makes you sure that they are truly happy and comfortable behind those smiles? On the outside, they look happy, but my friend, they're not. They're dirty weirdos who are stuck in their own sadness. Poor animals. They didn't say thank you for the wonderful gift of having you in their lives. Click like and subscribe if you want to help a Christian brother, or just waste 2 seconds. Maybe I've already told you this, but I just want to make sure you know. Now let's get down to business. It looked like they were always happy when they were with you. They didn't see or appreciate the wonderful gift you were to them. Are you sure about that? Something very valuable was right in front of them, but those dusty weirdos and strange little animals couldn't see it. Don't think that everything is perfect in their world just because they're having sexual encounters with strangers or packing for a trip with more than they need. Their world isn't magical or amazing. It's not a fairy story. People think they are happy because they wear these clothes, but they are really just pretending. I promise you, reader, it's all a crazy act. They're just a bunch of crazy people who live in their own crazy worlds. This is what I really, really, really want you to understand. How to look beneath the surface and find the truth is what I want to teach and show. There are comments that say things like, "They look happy now," or "They seem better off without me," and I know that these aren't the views of everyone. But I have to tell you this. They are trying to look better because they know you are looking at them. The narcissist knows that they made your life very hard and confusing. They are aware that you are looking at their social media pages. In order to make my point clear, I want you to reach a point where you no longer feel the need to look. But I want to be very clear. I will not stop telling you to stop looking. Why? Because sometimes we all need a little push. This is how they've chosen to introduce themselves. For 1, 2, 3, or more years, you were an important part of their life. It is important that you play a big part in their growth. Let me tell you the truth. Really believe they can forget about you when they meet someone new. What makes you think they don't see reminders of you every day? Also, let me say this. If you really did treat them badly, I would tell them you were a jerk. But that's not what's going on. You were nice to them and did your best for them. That's all anyone can ask of you. You did your best. But they've been trying to make it look like you were to blame for how they were treated. But believe me when I say that's just another front they use to trick you. They keep lying even when the truth comes out and shows what kind of people they really are. My friend, they lie all the time. What they say on their social media pages isn't always true, especially if they're lying on the beach and saying they're crazy about their new partner. They're not happy at the beach. Inside, they're sad, and they wallow in it while they scroll through social media and wish they had other people's lives. Do you finally get it now? They are going to keep telling lies. They have a problem with lies. Do not believe what they say ever. That person wants you back. You should know that. Feel their pain and go back home. That being said, they are well aware that they have gone too far. So, they keep you guessing because they care a lot about how you feel right now. Know that they won't say sorry or take responsibility in an open way. Not all narcissists are that strong, though. Most will just move on and try to make you jealous. Let me tell you a story from my own life. When I stopped looking at the narcissists' accounts, they began hiding their posts. At first, they blocked me, but then they cleared me in the hopes that I would find them again. To tease me, they posted pictures of their new stock on social media. But the last time I looked, there was no sign of a new supply. Everything was hidden by the privacy settings. Right then and there, I made up my mind that I would never again put myself through something like that. What you need to know is that the narcissist wants to be with you but is afraid of the better you. They're afraid of the person you've turned into because of what they did to you. They are scared of the consequences of what they did and the pain they caused you. Because of what happened after you changed, they are afraid of the new and better you. They're too scared to face you in person. I promised that they are always thinking about you. You are the steady part of their lives for a long time. It seems likely that your thoughts would still go back to the narcissist, even if you started dating someone new after being abused by them. You might still think about them even as you make new friends. What is it about the ego that makes you think otherwise? They think about how you've changed their lives too. Finally, after 4 years, I was there when they tried to vacuum. This shows how much you, as the healer and chosen one, changed their lives. People will always remember you because you changed their lives forever. In the end, they start to doubt their own skills. Even better, I made a movie about how they say their closest friends and family are to blame for the breakup. Please pay attention to what I say and think about it. They smile on the outside, but they're really dying inside. Their whole lives are a show, with lights that come from inside their heads. You will see dusty, strange, and sad beings when you take off the mask they put on. They are definitely just old weirdos. Remember the first time you met the jerk? Did we know what they were really like back then? In fact, not at all. We thought they were beautiful, nice, friendly, helpful, understanding, and empathetic. They were hiding who they really were by putting on a mask, but the truth was very different. They are not telling the truth about their new source either. That being said, there is a catch. They are reflecting it back to you. They always think of you when they think about you. The narcissist wants you back, but they know they pushed you too far and broke your trust. They don't want to talk to you directly and get to the bottom of things. Why? Because they are scared of being turned down, and the feeling of being left behind that comes with it. I know how bad your situation is because I've been in a similar one before. Many years ago, when I tried to break up with a narcissist, they got angry and even thought about killing themselves. They can only do this. They need you more than you need them. Do not think that they have forgotten about you just because they refilled. Please help me. Like I did, some of you may think they won't bother to reach out. But after 4 years, I finally got a Hoover. It happened after I had gotten better, made a lot of progress, and slammed the door in their faces. It seems like they always come back when you least expect it. But I feel like I need to tell you, things could get more dangerous if you keep an eye on the target's social media accounts, especially Snapchat, where users can see who has been to their page. By letting them know that you're still looking for them, you're confirming their story. It's important to stay away from them and resist the urge to connect with their online profiles. My friend, please believe me. Please trust me when I say that the selfish empath wants you back. They know they've gone too far, though. They are scared of you because they know you will hold them responsible. They are afraid of you because your honest, unwavering love is so strong. They're afraid of what your honesty will say to them. Knowing that the narcissist you know isn't really happy is important if you think that they are. Unless you are ready to look past the surface, you can't see the truth. They are sad people who always want more. They're going through a lot of pain because they can't have you. Last but not least, please click the like and subscribe boxes. Your support is very important to me. Thank you to everyone who has watched, liked, or subscribed to my films. It's great to have you here. If you're interested, I also run a program where people talk about religious and philosophical ideas. This is where you can find the URL description. There is also a link for people who want to give to the channel. Last but not least, you can find out more there if you want a customized lesson. Keep an eye out for our next how-to movie, which should be out soon. Be at peace. Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, let's dive into a fascinating topic: how narcissists view you. Understanding this perspective is crucial when navigating interactions with narcissists. Whether they're overt, covert, grandiose, or malignant, they all share certain behaviors. The key is recognizing their tactics, including gaslighting, distorting reality, and avoiding meaningful conversations. But why do they behave this way? It's all about dodging responsibility. Narcissists manipulate to evade accountability and maintain their sense of superiority. They fear humiliation, so they resort to trickery. They believe you're gullible, and they'll test your boundaries and empathy right from the start. If they neglect you and then twist the truth or question your reactions, they're trying to manipulate you into feeling guilty for not trusting them. Narcissists come in various guises, from romantic partners to family members and colleagues. Understanding the dynamics of your interactions with them is crucial. They twist the truth, use complex language, and gaslight you because they perceive you as naive. Engaging in arguments or debates only fuels their perception of your supposed foolishness. Debating with a narcissist is akin to arguing with someone who lacks rationality. It only reinforces their belief that you're unintelligent. Avoiding this trap is essential when dealing with narcissists. Remaining attentive and well-informed is key. Don't let the narcissist's words sway you into questioning yourself. Their attempts to blame shift or label you as the problem are irrelevant. What truly matters is how you choose to respond. Beware of the blame game, a classic move by narcissists. They'll try to pin their faults on you and deflect responsibility. Engaging in defensive arguments with them only empowers their manipulation. It's best to steer clear, recognizing their toxicity and their aversion to truth-telling. Don't hold your breath for an apology from a narcissist, especially when it comes to admitting wrongdoing. They'd sooner face oblivion than own up to their mistakes. Their actions and demeanor often reveal more than their words ever could in these situations. In a recent video, I emphasized the power of no reaction as a response, particularly when dealing with covert narcissists. They may resort to giving you the silent treatment as a form of communication, emotionally neglecting you and making you feel insignificant. Non-verbal cues become their weapon of choice, especially for covert types. Watch out for covert narcissists who gossip behind your back and manipulate others to turn against you. Triangulation, isolation, and painting you as the villain are all part of their playbook. The key is to spot these tactics and not let them deceive you. Despite their inflated sense of intelligence, narcissists often resort to gaslighting to sow confusion. They conveniently forget incidents to avoid taking responsibility, all while implying that you're the one who needs help. Their goal? Undermining your credibility and trustworthiness. Don't get tangled in their web. Arguing with narcissists only feeds their ego. Their words hold no value when they criticize your character or question your sanity to avoid accountability. Recognize that engaging in debates with them is futile. They manipulate and mistreat to shirk responsibility, believing they're clever. They want blind faith, not truth. Narcissists' fragile egos prevent them from admitting fault or acknowledging your reality. Don't expect validation from them. Accept their toxicity and move on. How to deal with toxicity? Distance yourself. Stay clear of narcissists. Employ the grey rock method. Keep conversations brief, stick to facts, and show no emotion. This video sheds light on how narcissists view you as naive, especially in dating scenarios. They play games, concocting excuses like dead phone batteries or missed messages. When cornered with the truth, they resort to lies, stonewalling, or simply fleeing. Their cowardice shines through in covert tactics, avoiding direct confrontation. Covert narcissists are cowards who can't face the truth head-on. They prefer clandestine maneuvers, avoiding direct communication. Don't fall for their schemes. Many unknowingly get entangled in their chaos, engaging in futile arguments and falling victim to gaslighting. They exploit trust issues to sow doubt, labeling you as crazy and forcing you to justify your sanity. But don't take the bait. Don't waste time and energy defending yourself to narcissists who don't deserve your attention. They're playing games, manipulating you, and draining your life force. When dealing with narcissists who gaslight, belittle, or attack your character, it's crucial to remain steadfast. Recognize when they label you as insane, accuse you of mental illness, or invalidate your feelings. Understand that these tactics are meant to discredit and manipulate you because they perceive you as gullible. The most effective way to prove to a narcissist that you're not easily fooled is by disengaging. Avoid confronting them, as they'll only twist the situation to suit their narrative. Defending yourself only gives them power over you. I learned this firsthand after countless futile debates with narcissists who refused to listen. When I tried to be honest, they simply dismissed my words, showing they didn't care about my perspective. That's when I knew I had to cut ties with such toxic individuals. Self-centered toxic people are incapable of understanding or empathizing with others. They only care about their own agenda. Remove yourself from toxic environments where your perspective isn't valued. Don't let yourself be manipulated by their deceitful tactics. Stay vigilant, stick to the facts, trust yourself, and maintain your confidence. Narcissists are masters of deception. They may suggest taking a break, only to return later with empty promises. They may push you to the brink of breaking up, only to shower you with affection afterward. It's all a ploy to exert control and humiliate you. Don't be fooled by their double-dealing. Once their true colors are revealed, don't expect them to change their ways. Through my experiences with various narcissists, I've come to realize that trust is not in their vocabulary. A narcissist who lacks trust will never allow themselves to be vulnerable or form genuine connections. Despite any facade of amiability they may present, their impenetrable wall of distrust, whether stemming from past trauma or a need for control, remains firmly in place. Having felt powerless in their formative years, many narcissists seek to assert control in their adult lives. However, the manner in which they wield this control varies. Covert narcissists may resort to tactics like silence, stonewalling, or spreading gossip, while overt ones may employ intimidation, yelling, and aggression. Understanding the specific tactics of the narcissist you're dealing with is crucial for effectively navigating their manipulations. It's futile to engage in defense against such toxic individuals. When faced with gaslighting from a narcissist, it's imperative to step back and detach. This is a fundamental aspect of dealing with them. Narcissistic behavior encompasses a range of manipulative tactics, including gaslighting, triangulation, and breadcrumbing. Ultimately, the goal of narcissists is to deceive and exploit others. They use lies to gain your trust, ultimately fulfilling their own desires, whether it's financial gain, emotional manipulation, or simply bolstering their own ego. Narcissists are adept at manipulation and deceit, orchestrating elaborate schemes to extract what they want from unsuspecting individuals. They may initiate conflicts to undermine your self-esteem, or fabricate trivial issues as an excuse to move on to a new target. It's a tangled web of deception and manipulation designed to ensnare you. Therefore, it's crucial to discern truth from fiction and trust your instincts, as they often serve as a divine warning of impending danger. Trusting someone who hasn't earned it often leads to regret, signaling something amiss. Gaslighting may sow confusion, but truth is inherently clear. If someone's affections for you oscillate between warmth and indifference, they're likely being deceptive. They may shower you with warmth when you're about to leave, only to turn icy when they're focusing their attention elsewhere, perhaps love-bombing someone else. Don't be deceived. I hope this video aids you in recognizing deception and gaining valuable insights. Remember, don't extend unwarranted chances to undeserving individuals. Disengage at the first sign of dishonesty or manipulation. Understand that such behaviors rarely improve with time. Initiating a relationship with deceit, manipulation, or mind games is a red flag, indicative of a potential narcissist, whose character is often dubious. Narcissists thrive on deceit. These tactics serve their agenda of exploiting others, fulfilling their desires, or bolstering their own ego at the expense of others. Such connections can drain your energy and cause harm. You deserve better than this negativity. It's crucial to extricate yourself from such toxic situations, prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being above all else. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this content helpful, please consider liking and commenting. Your feedback is invaluable and can provide support to others facing similar challenges. Share this video with those who may benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content like this. Your support enables us to continue our mission and reach more individuals in need of guidance. Thank you for your assistance. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to another enlightening journey of self-discovery. Before delving into today's captivating topic, I extend a warm invitation to join our community by hitting the subscribe button and tapping the follow button to stay connected with us on this empowering path. In today's discussion, we're delving into the aftermath of parting ways with a narcissist. Yes, the journey of healing begins as soon as you walk away. So, are you prepared to unveil the truths behind this transformative journey? Let's dive straight in. At this juncture, the breakup has occurred. Regardless of who initiated it, whether you or the narcissist, the reality remains that you're no longer in the picture. Most likely, as mentioned earlier, you've reclaimed control of your life and swiftly exited the situation. Now that you've departed, let's discuss the aftermath with the character you've left behind. So, where do we begin? Brace yourself for the unfolding drama, as here's how it's likely to unfold, ensuring you're prepared for what lies ahead. If you've experienced this scenario, you've probably encountered the so-called flying monkeys and others still associated with the narcissist. Here's how the drama unfolds. Now that you've departed, those close to the narcissist have witnessed this scenario play out before, but they won't divulge the truth, particularly family members. They're unlikely to acknowledge that they'd witnessed others like you leave in the past, and yet the same narrative repeats itself each time. It's a truth they won't disclose. So, the narcissist has their strategy set in motion. They've already begun tarnishing your reputation even before the breakup occurred. The smear campaign is in full swing. Now that you've departed, the narcissist turns to their support network, weaving a narrative to suit their agenda. Let's imagine how a female narcissist might articulate her grievances. Speaking from her perspective, she might assert, "I always had my doubts about her stability from the outset. I warned you about her controlling tendencies, how she insisted on having things her way. She tried to dictate who I could spend time with, especially my lifelong friends. She constantly monitored my interactions and activities. I'm an independent woman." Likewise, for men, the rhetoric might echo similar sentiments. She disapproved of my friendships with other women. She harbored suspicions, accusing me of infidelity or deceit. She demanded excessive control. This is the narrative they disseminate to their allies. It's the tale they spin to anyone who will lend an ear. This is their version of events. Those who heed their words become complicit in the drama. As one member of our circle astutely remarked, "I must confess, it did amuse me." However, let's refocus. This is where the theatrics commence. Yet, remember, this isn't new territory for them. They're adept at this game. They initiated the character assassination long before the breakup. They're selective about their audience, targeting individuals they anticipate will amplify their narrative once you're no longer in the picture. These are the same individuals who harbored reservations about you from the very beginning. Their demeanor and treatment towards you betrayed their underlying sentiments. Initially, they appeared amiable and showered you with praise, remarking, "She's so kind, intelligent, and beautiful." However, as fissures emerged in your relationship with the narcissist, you began to detect incongruities. They sought out those with preconceived notions about you, asserting, "She's attractive, she's well educated." For men, the narrative echoed a similar tune. They engaged in conversations, sowing seeds of doubt about you, systematically eroding your character long before severing ties. They had already tainted others' perceptions of you. If you extended invitations, they would fabricate excuses like, "Apologies, we have prior commitments," when in reality they were simply avoiding you. The narcissist had fed them a narrative tailored to their desires. Remember, a narcissist orchestrates every detail meticulously. Now let's discuss the aftermath. They had already begun spreading malicious gossip about you prior to the breakup. Following the separation, they intensified their smear campaign. They revisited individuals they had previously engaged with, perhaps a sibling or a parent, anyone receptive to their falsehoods. They targeted anyone willing to lend an ear. They were adept at discerning whom to approach, recognizing those who harbored disdain towards you from the outset. They understood that their relationship with you was unsustainable, and now the repercussions ensue. So, who will shoulder their financial burdens now? Who will attend to their culinary needs? Who will bridge the monetary chasms they left behind? In truth, they scarcely contributed, yet you made allowances out of affection. I understand. I've traversed similar terrain. They're merely envious detractors, plain and simple. Thus, the narcissist turns to these detractors to perpetuate their chariot. But wait, it gets even worse. The smear campaign doesn't stop there. Who's going to play the role of their new sugar daddy or mommy now? They have to rely on their fresh supply, their not-so-great new supply. Yes, I said it, and I mean it. The new supply can't even come close to providing what you could. And here's the thing. The narcissist always believes the grass is greener on the other side. But as they're soon going to realize, that grass isn't always as lush once they get there. If only they had taken better care of the lawn they already had. But let's face it, they're not capable of that. They lack the skills because, let's be honest, they're selectively ignorant. Yes, I said it, and I stand by it. They can't think logically. And when you're dealing with someone who can't reason, well, you're dealing with a fool, plain and simple. Now that you're out of the picture, you've taken back control, my friend. You're no longer in the equation. Now the narcissist has to rely on their entourage, their minions, who are now picking up the tab, preparing the meals. Now you're receiving calls from these minions because they're attempting to lure you back to the narcissist. They're engaging in what's known as proxy hoovering. They'll say things like, "Hey, how are you? You know, he or she told us about the situation, and we think maybe you too should talk things out, try to reconcile. It's a shame to just let it all go. Think about the children. Take a few days to cool off, and then maybe give it another shot. Take a few days. Seriously, return to that chaos." No way. You might be hurting immensely right now, feeling like a part of your soul has been torn away. But let me tell you, it's better to endure that pain now than to even consider going back. Here's the truth. Now that you're moving forward, the true suffering begins. Because guess what? The new supply isn't measuring up. They can't fulfill the narcissist's needs like you could. And why is that? Because the moment you exited the scene, they lost their appeal. They were a blast to be around when you were in the spotlight, doing everything for the narcissist. While you were putting in all the effort to keep things running smoothly, they were out enjoying themselves. Most of the time, these individuals don't even have a real job, and if they do, it's nothing remarkable. You were carrying the entire load while they were off gallivanting, returning home with a smile as if they hadn't a care in the world. Now, my friend, it's time to confront the aftermath. Because the crew and all those associates have to step up to cover the gaps you left behind. So yes, prepare yourself for those calls. Or perhaps you've already received them, suggesting it's time to talk things through. And you know what? If you receive that call while watching this, set the record straight. Listen, I've reached a point where I want to engage in discussions with someone who never truly cared about me. Let's be honest, they never really gave a damn about you. They knew you were dealing with chaos, a complete mess, and they didn't lift a finger to assist. Why entertain someone like that? Now they're just trying to alleviate their own burden and dump it back onto you. No, thank you. I've reclaimed control of my life, and I'm moving onward. They can handle that chaos themselves. Let them deal with it, just like they did before you entered the picture. Because now that you've moved forward, the tables have turned. Let them confront their own mess. Let them face the repercussions of their actions. Now that you've stepped out of the pain zone, stay out. It's all part of the strategy, remember. Elevate your energy, trust your instincts, crank it up to the maximum. That's the only way to steer clear of these individuals. They're not in your corner, keep that in mind. Now that you've moved on, the hardship begins for them. Let them drown in it with their pals and their new distractions. It's a done deal. Before we wrap things up, remember to stay blessed and keep your chin up. I'll catch you in the next one. And hey, if you enjoy what we're creating and want to support us, consider chipping in as little as $1 on our Ko-Fi page. Every contribution, regardless of size, goes a long way in helping us maintain and enhance the quality of our content. As a special thank you, To those who choose to become members, your name will be featured at the start of our videos, showing our gratitude for your generous support. Your backing enables us to keep delivering the content you cherish, and we're incredibly grateful for your vital role in our community. Find the link in the description below and become a valued member of our journey. Drop a like, share your thoughts in the comments if you believe it could benefit someone else. Don't hesitate, spread the word. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more. Your support means everything, and we'll continue bringing you top-notch content. Stay resilient, folks. Until next time.